Hey guys, how's it going? So, it's been like a month since the last time I posted a video on this channel, and I guess I figured it was about time to just talk about a few things and let you guys know what's been going on with me and, you know, get something out on this channel. I guess it's about time. Um, so where should I start? There's been a lot of stuff going on like IRL and non-RuneScape related with me that I'll probably touch on, but I guess RuneScape first. In the background, I'll just have some footage of me runecrafting as usual. I decided to record the video and audio in this video separate so that there won't be a lot of mouse clicks and keyboard presses from the runecrafting like there was in the last like 2 videos ago when I was also rambling while runecrafting. So yeah, I guess the audio quality would be a little bit better. So currently I am at like 62 mil runecrafting XP, so I've gained a decent bit since the last rambly video, but not as much as I would have hoped, I guess. But yeah, other things in life have definitely been keeping me busy. But yeah, I do still have 200 mil RC as the dream, but it's still a very long way away, so we'll see. I'm just going to keep working at it on the pace that I enjoy and that kind of thing, and hopefully I'll get there eventually. Another thing that might be interesting to some of you guys is that I started playing the free-to-play Ultimate again, doing that while runecrafting actually, which hasn't been too bad. I wasn't doing it while recording this clip, but I have been most of the time that I've been runecrafting recently. I think I did like 200k XP or so, smithing XP on it in the past couple of weeks, which is at least something. The XP per hour and there's like 6.5k, so that's a decent little bit of hours. I think I'm pretty close to 86 smithing at long last. So yeah, I probably will be playing that here and there, and eventually we'll finish up that 89 smithing. Hopefully I'll finish it up in like maybe June or July, because that's when I'll have a lot more free time. My semester ends in about a month from now, and then I'll have like 2 months of just beautiful free time, so that will be nice. But yeah, the Ultimate Iron Man, there probably will be a progress video sometime in the next couple months, but it won't be until I actually get the 89 smithing and make the Ruined Scimitar, because there's really not anything to show before then. The mine wasn't nearly as crowded, not nearly as bad as I kind of thought it would be, but it still does get bad sometimes when people are crashing me or just like can actually click on the rocks, because I can't always click on the rocks immediately when I'm doing runecrafting at the same time. But I did, after a while, start to figure out a nice kind of cycle where you can work in the iron mining like to fit really evenly in with the runecrafting lap, so that you can do it with basically no ticks lost on either account, which was actually really enjoyable. So I found it was pretty fun, and I'm kind of glad that I started to do it again. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's been going on with RuneScape. The gains have just been really slow because in real life, lots of things have been happening. I guess one more thing I want to quickly throw in is that this channel just passed 60,000 subscribers, which is a nice milestone, another 10k. So thank you everybody for watching my videos and yeah, bringing my channel to where it is now. I feel bad that I've neglected my channel so much in the past. I don't know, honestly, probably over a year. I would say that my video output has been a lot less than it was when I was first getting into YouTube, and yet the channel is still growing faster and stuff. But yeah, my effort that I've put into this channel has definitely diminished over time, and I think it's just due to shifts in like the things that I focus on, shifts in priorities, that kind of thing. I definitely still enjoy creating videos, but it feels more stressful, I guess, than it used to, and also I've just started to run out of like guides and stuff to really make. And I guess I've kind of just shifted more over to Twitch, because Twitch is very relaxing, and when my week is already pretty stressful as it is with all the studying and stuff that I have to do, I find it more relaxing to just come home and do a stream and do some runecrafting than to like spend a lot of like critical thought and effort planning out a video and implementing it and everything. But yeah, I definitely will continue uploading videos on a somewhat regular basis. It's just going to continue to probably be as inconsistent as it is now, but maybe things will change in the future. So in real life, stuff has been happening. I This semester I've been in the process of searching for a internship position. I'm a computer science student and I'm in my second year of university now, and my school has a good program for finding basically just like short-term work in your field, um, like through the school, which is really cool. Like you still have to, send, like, make a resume, send it out, do an interview. So it's like, applying for any other job, but there's a nice like careers website for my school where I could look at a lot of listings for different positions there. So I applied for somewhere around like 30 positions before getting my first interview. And I, went and bought. I didn't have a suit, so I went and bought a suit and spent a bunch of money on that kind of stuff, and got some nice shoes and everything so that I would look good for the interview, and made sure to research the company, prepare, and everything. And the interview ended up going pretty well. It was my first interview ever in for like a technical position like that in my field. But it went pretty well, and I think 3 days later I got an offer for the position, so I accepted that, and I'll be working full-time from July to December of this year instead of studying, and I'll be back to studying for the spring semester of 2018. So that's a pretty big thing that's going to be happening. So yeah, my semester ends at the end of April, and then I have May and June open to do whatever. I'm probably going to be moving to a different apartment. I haven't found a place yet, but I'm planning to move to somewhere a bit closer to where I'll be working. So that will take up a fair amount of time probably, but I'm kind of looking forward to that. And other than that, I'm probably just going to I'll have at least a little bit of time to know Life RuneScape this year, which I didn't think I was going to. I thought I was going to have to take classes during the first half of the summer, but it turns out that it worked out that I didn't have to, which is really nice, so I can have a little bit of a break in this rather hectic year that's continuing to happen. So I'm thinking I probably will go for a runecrafting month record during that time. It would be really nice to go for a 30 mil runecrafting XP month. That would be a bit over 400 hours, or maybe around 400 hours, which is fairly comparable to my mining month record that I did last year. It would be nice to do a good record with runecrafting, and that'll probably be the only opportunity that I'll get, since I would be able to hit 200 mil before I would have another completely open month. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on IRL. But the other big thing, if any of you guys have been checking my CML or keeping up with my Twitter or my second YouTube channel, I haven't played much RS at all in the past week. I've played less RuneScape this week than I've played in probably years. And the reason for that is because I've actually started working on a game. I'm developing a game in Unity, and I can probably go ahead and show that to you guys. So this is just a quick title screen that I threw up today, just to have something there instead of a blank screen, and to show the controls and stuff in case I want to distribute it for anybody to give a try to. But yeah, for now the working title of the game is Elegy, but I'm not 100% satisfied with it. It just kind of was easy to think of, so that's still probably going to change, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, the game is played entirely with the keyboard, and it works. I basically kind of designed it to work as if it's a like old Game Boy game, kind of, because I don't know. I guess it was somewhat inspired by games that I used to play when I was a kid, like Zelda and Pokemon and stuff like that, in terms of the kind of style and feel of the game. I kind of wanted to go for, it's like the medieval RPG type of game, but a little bit more like open world than strictly story driven, like something like Zelda is, and have a kind of dedicated skill system with experience and stuff like that, because experience is amazing. But yeah, I guess we can jump into the game. Just select new game here, control the character, can move around, all that kind of normal stuff that you'd be able to do in a game. All of the artwork I got on opengameart.org. I'm definitely not an artist, so that's going to be a struggle for me going forward to get good artwork that exactly suits what I want things to look like, but I'm pretty happy with the stuff that I've found so far. So I'm developing this game in Unity, and in Unity the scripting by default is in C#, so that's the language that I've been writing all the code for the game in, which is very similar to Java. I've never done C# outside of this game, but it's so similar to Java, and I've done a lot of Java, so it's been pretty easy to get used to that. So once you're in the game, you can move around, and you start off in this cell, and you can't leave by just moving the character around. You have to interact with a few things. So the main thing you can, well, like to open up the menu, you press the C key and you can take a look at all the different options here. I haven't made all of these actually do stuff yet, mainly just the settings and save game don't actually do anything yet. But today I got the equipment and stats interfaces all working and hooked up correctly, and made some modifications to the inventory and how the dialogue stuff works. So right here, if I interact with this rock right here, it brings up the dialog box, and then you can select the options and stuff and pick it up, and then it disappears and it will go into your inventory. You also start with a set of robes on in your equipment interface, and you can unequip those and then go back into your inventory and they'll be there, and then you can re-equip them. I haven't made it so that the appearance of the player character actually changes depending on what is equipped, but I definitely want to do that in the future because it would be nice. But yeah, you can see like you just have a weapon, shield, and armor slot right now, and you can see the offensive and defensive stats for the gear, and then stats you just start with strength and defense, and I think in the future I'm going to add a few more skills that can kind of be like unlocked. So it's kind of unclear still because I haven't made the change to this, but there's a door right here. It makes sense for it to appear this way, like logically, but it makes it really confusing to like be able to figure out that there's a door there when you can't actually see any difference. So I think I'm going to change the tile slightly so that there's like a little edge on the top of the doors or something like that, so people can see that there are doors. Like there's a door up here too. But yeah, you can just kind of go around the room, interact with various things, and the goal of this level is just to exit through this door right here, which you also can't really see that well. But yeah, there's a few different things you can pick up along the way, and there's a few different doors you can open, and a few little extras and stuff. I probably will figure out how to leave a download link to this in the description if you guys want to play around with it and see if you can figure out this level. It probably shouldn't be too difficult, but it was mainly just to get the kind of framework of this game figured out for myself, and also when I actually distribute it, to get the player familiar with the controls and how the game actually works. On kind of a larger scale, my like conceptual idea for this game is that it's kind of like post-apocalyptic except medieval. So you wake up in this dungeon prison cell deep in a castle, and your kind of objective for the first little while anyways is just to get out of the castle and kind of to figure out what's going on, because the idea is that there's just going to be a lot of mystery, and just the story kind of unfolds as you're playing. And I don't want to give away too much since I might actually turn this into a real major project, but yeah, the goal of at least at the start, would be to just kind of go up through at least a few floors, and I'll start to implement the combat system. There'll be things that you can fight along the way and various puzzles and whatnot until you reach the ground floor of the castle, and then things will happen, which I have some ideas for but haven't fully formulated yet. But that's kind of what I'm rolling with so far. But basically, like the entire time you don't encounter any living organisms at all. Like something has happened that has caused at least everything in this castle to just be dead, and kind of like long dead. So yeah, that's kind of the broad ideas that I'm going with it for this game so far, and I can continue to brainstorm. I found that playing RuneScape, just doing some rune crafting with a notepad document right beside my client, is a great way to kind of idea generate. It's been working really well so far. So I still have been playing a little bit of RS here and there, but I've been spending a lot of time on this project this past week. But yeah, I'm planning to just keep working on this game. I've got a lot of big ideas for it, and I'm not sure. It's been kind of a mental. It's been difficult for myself to try to like decide whether I want to keep doing this a lot or continue RuneScape, because I've been playing a lot of RuneScape for so long that it's unusual for me to slow down. And I still have goals in that game and I still really enjoy it, but I'm also really enjoying this, and I feel like this is kind of the future in a way, or at least, you know, getting experience with doing something like this is putting me closer to where I want to be in the future of my life, I guess you could say. Um, but yeah, if any of you guys are interested in trying out this game, I think I might see if I can put a download link to just this here in the description so you guys can play around with it a little bit, but there isn't a whole lot to do in it yet, obviously, because most of the time I've spent has just been getting the menu system, kind of like the overhead stuff, working properly, so that in the future it will just be building maps and doing a few little things here and there, and I'll have the framework all ready to go. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Very busy, as I have been most of the time these days. But yeah, looking forward to having a bit of free time and being done with a somewhat stressful though generally enjoyable semester this time around. It'll be very nice to have a few months to just chill, and we'll see whether I'm still working on this game then. I'm not sure whether I'll, like, quote unquote burn out of working on it or not, but I do still really want to try to take advantage of that, at least a month of that time, to do a good runecrafting record, because I won't have the opportunity to do that at pretty much any other time, so I might put this game on hold then if I'm still working on it. But yeah, I guess the last thing I wanted to say is just a big thank you to everybody who watches my videos. I don't feel like I say that quite enough, but yeah, I do really appreciate all of you people who just watch my videos, leave positive feedback, or leave feedback in general, and, you know, say hi to me in game, encourage me, and yeah, your kind words do mean a lot, so thank you for that. And I'll keep trying to put out videos at least every so often, but because I do really enjoy having so many people to just share the things that I do with. It's really amazing. So thank you guys for that. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys again sometime, hopefully relatively soon.